He was already married, I think, to a second wife that has children, about 3 children for him. This story broke out and we saw the wedding going on.
Hello everyone, welcome back to Tony Talks. To all our wonderful subscribers, we say thank you so much for staying with us. Thank you. God bless you. And if you're new here, we're so happy you find us. Please don't forget to like and share our videos. And don't forget to subscribe as well. And do not forget to hit the notification bell so you'll be notified for upcoming videos in the comment section. Please, beg you, no derogative comments. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in our next video. Stay safe, stay blessed. We love you. Bye.
Olaiya, yes, I know you're an actor. You're faced with so many challenges. I've told you I've been there before. I was once in the industry, so I know what it takes to be in that industry. Yeah? Remember when this story first broke out? Pretty sure to me, how are you? When the story first broke out was when Olaiya took to this beautiful young girl you're looking at. I don't think this girl is up to 30 years old. Akin is in his 50s. Yes, pretty 50s. In fact, he should be in his late 50s. That's Olaiya. This girl should be in her 20s. And the story broke out that, he was getting married. He was already married, I think, to a second wife that has children, about 3 children for him. This story broke out and we saw the wedding going on. Now, Mr. Ganiftan, how are you? Please help me to power tap everybody and share. I know we have to beg you to power tap. I have no choice. I will beg. I will beg. Me, no choice. Now, Mr. Olaiya, as at that time, we saw the wife, the wife at home as at that time, that was his ex before he brought in this young girl. She went to a blogger, a big blogger, and she narrated her story. Thank you so much, Sherry Lee. She narrated her story that Akin Olaiya olùkádàrá òun olùgbà ògo òun, that Akin Olaiya used voodoo to collect her star ògo ẹ̀, olójà ògo òun gbà, olófàájá, olómúdá. That was what the ex-wife told us. How Akin Olaiya abandoned her and the children at home, took her to somebody to live with, peradventure, his girlfriend, his sugar mommy. All these things were happening. How she, Folashade, how he, that's Akin Olaiya, abandoned her in the house, even after begging and begging, called her in and said, if you don't want me to buy you, you better live with your children. Initially, they said a man should not send his wife packing. That was why I left you. So, they have begged me that you should come back home. But believe me, if you don't leave, I will buy you. Bí ṣe ń wù ẹ́, inú ẹ̀ ń bí mi, ó dàbí kí n pa ẹ́. And she said he abandoned her at home and the children. Remember, that was what we heard. She was there. People were even laughing at her. This is a graduate. The wife is a graduate. And I think she was a lecturer or something as at that time. I'm not too sure. If you remember that story, please just help me to write it out. I think she was a lecturer. But she left her job and everything and followed Akin Olaiya, even though she had the opposition of her parents not to marry him. She left and she married him, had 3 children for him. Ẹ bá mi power tap. Okay? That is the first wife. We didn't hear anything about her. He got married. It was on these platforms that we all garner seed. Gbogbo wa sọ̀rọ̀. We all talked. People were like, okay, he has moved on. What is happening to you as a woman? You crying up and down, going to bloggers. In fact, people believed that the wife was lying. You understand? That she was going everywhere because of jealousy. Because, of course, she's old. She has children already. She means nothing. She has left her own career. Remember, I told you, this is somebody that was a lecturer at the poly, and she left her career and got married to an artist, all because you want to be married to a celebrity. At the end of the day, she was abandoned. It was the wife, if you remember, that's the ex-wife, that told us that I don't want to dálé onílérú, and you know, alleged ni o, Ìyá Ìbàdàn. You remember Ìyá Ìbàdàn that they act together. That Ìyá Ìbàdàn's first son belongs to Olaiya, and that Olaiya told her himself that I know that first son belongs to me because Ìyá Ìbàdàn told me that son is mine. Ṣé rántí gbà yẹn? That was when Ìyá Ìbàdàn was just doing show off. She was just dancing about. Ẹlẹ́nu lẹ́nu maro. Thank you, Ruthless. I love you, sis. Ẹlẹ́nu lẹ́nu maro. If you like, say it to the whole world. I care less. Anyway, that was when we heard about him having a child with Ìyá Ìbàdàn. Allegedly was using serious juju. In that industry, it is normal. Believe me, when it comes doing voodoo, everyone wants to showcase their own life. Kudi, I am amiable. If you tell me that I'm amiable, I am not so. I'm a very good girl. Yes, Sister Ruth. Yes, in the industry, wọ́n máa ń ṣe ògùn gan. Mi ò ní parọ́, ẹ lọ bí wọ́n dáadáa. Tó bá ń parọ́, if you are a Christian, ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ o máa kú sínú ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ ni. If you are a Muslim, stand. And then if you know how to do your juju, o gbọ́dọ̀ dira. Tó bá ń gbọ́ dira, tó o bá dira, ayé ẹ máa bàjẹ́ ni. If you marry any of them, believe me, I don't know if it is now, but that time that me, I know very well. Ẹni tí ò bá jẹun tẹ́lẹ̀ kò lè lọ ṣe tíátà. Believe me, you must be very, very prayerful to be in that industry. If you are not part of them that will use juju, you must be very prayerful. Oh, gbọ́dọ̀ jẹ́ irú mi tẹ́kọ̀ kan wá lánúlẹ̀, wá délẹ̀, wá kíbọ̀ ẹ̀ lára ara ẹ̀ balẹ̀. Auntie Ruth, how are you, sis? So it is something that we know exists in that industry. Remember that when you remember that lady that Adebayo Salami's son, that lady to Dalieru, you remember that girl that talked about the wife, that said the wife told her a lot of things. And tell your friend, you remember that the lady in one of the voice notes told us that Adebayo Salami's son told her that òun fẹ́ gba ògo another artist. So it is always like that in the industry. Whether she lied or not, we don't know. But you remember that story was told by that lady, Daleru Ore, you remember. So it has always been like that. Everyone wants to surpass the other one in that industry. So I am not surprised. But let's even leave that as them say. But we heard from Olaiya's wife that left that he took her to one babalawo and was telling her that she should be making ebo. I don't know what they call ebo in English. You understand? I don't know what they call ebo in English. Sorry, my darling. That she should be using incantation apart from the ebo. That she should be saying that all my sacrifice, thank you, sir, thank you, ma. That everything that belongs to me, ritual, thank you, that everything that's my destiny, I give it to you. My destiny, I'm not giving you people my destiny. I take my destiny back. You understand? But that she was being asked. You understand? To be saying it with a guy. Look, Olaiya mi ò mọ educational kìíní ẹ̀ but I can tell that, you know, he's an ọmọ onímọ́tò. He used to have a garage. He used to have a garage with Oluomo. He was close to Oluomo very, very well. And the lady told us that there was a time he was so broke. And when a man is broke, he can do anything for money. And as at that time, she told us a lot about him, about his fetish ways. You understand? Now, we all talked about it. It was all like a cruise. Because at the end of the day, they had the wedding. But believe me, on that very day, you could see, I showed the video the other time, you could see the wife was just not, it wasn't in a mood. You could see that she was being forced, as if she was forced. Or there was something that she had gone through. Like I said, so many of them, they will say they are doing wedding. On the wedding day, wọ́n ti fọ́ra wọn lórí, wọ́n ti nọra wọn pa, wọ́n ti ṣera wọn léṣe. You understand? So many of them are like that. They will force themselves because already guests are there. So are you going to tell the guests that you are not doing wedding again? You understand? So they had that wedding, you could see. And that was why, if you see another video, the Olaiya and the wife were with the wife's family, and they were saying, people are saying that this is not a first marriage, they love each other. And you could see, they were just saying, you know, they have seen a celebrity. They have forgotten that this is a celebrity that has, you know, that has lost a marriage or marriages. You understand? And like I told you guys, the mistake most of us always make. I'm not going to talk about this girl because I can see that this girl is a bit naive when you hear what she said in her own updates. Yes, remember it was Olaiya that came out, gave us a full letter, gave us good letter, divorce letter, wakafawa, online in-law. His own, he said that the lady left her marriage. Remember, he told us that he came to tell us that, look, I just want to report to you because you were there when I got married to this young girl, so that you will not say, hey, artist has started, what if ìyàwó sílẹ̀, so that the girl herself left the marriage voluntarily. That ìyàwó ń gbé ẹrù olóhùn ò ṣe mọ́. And the cause of this is the fact that they had a party and the girl just told him, I'm not going for the party, you can go. And he left Ibadan for the party. And by the time he came back, she had packed her things. He did not tell us what happened. You can see how people can be manipulative. I'm not going to say men so that I won't sound feminist. Believe me, I am not for any gender here. I just want us to learn from the story. Sincerely. But I can tell you, people like Olaiya is a man that needs people's validation. Yeah, you can see, because immediately that thing happened last year, he was fast, he was quick to come and share the story with us. Remember that his story is already on social media. That is, he has ọmọ àlè outside, allegedly. Mr. Olaiya, I'm not calling your child ọmọ àlè, but he tẹ́ gbà lọ́wọ́ tẹ́ni ìyẹn gbé fọ́kọ ẹ̀, has one child outside, then has numerous, I don't know how many they said he has outside, okay? Then the wife, peradventure, I think the second wife that left before this one, yeah, had 3 children for him, and the story is everywhere. How she had come out to say pé abímọ máa wò ní kò tiẹ̀ tọ́jú àwọn ọmọ. Do you understand? She's the one taking care of the children. She's the one doing everything. So he quickly came to that social media to paint himself as an angel so that you won't start talking about him. So he shared the story with us, but he didn't tell us what happened. He just said she packed her things. And remember I said it that day, but she will really obìnrin for a woman to pack her things and leave. No woman lives, look, forget it all. No woman lives a good marriage. Believe me. We have said it several times, especially when there is money involved. So many women will not go. They will rather cry in Lamborghini than go and cry in Kini. They will stay there. Women, we have told them severally, even when you are going through abuses, you will see that so many women will not leave if there is so much money in that marriage. So the girl, no money, I'm sure. What she had seen outside, like so many of our ladies, I've always told you girls, men from this abroad, I just want to use this men from abroad as an example. They come home, they take loan, they come home to you, you see them is once in a while. I go home, when I'm going home, I buy Primark. Every day you see me cutting Primark. You think I have money? I'll be changing my clothes. You think I'm rich? It is Primark. Primark is cheap. It is affordable for me, so I can use 100 or 200 pounds. If I do wardrobe 200 pounds, 300 pounds, I'm like a big girl in Lagos. Big girl, man, Johnny. Every day I'll call my this thing. It's not cheap, but it's affordable. Okay. I will call Yashewu. They are not rich. That is why most of them, even some of our artists, our artists, you remember that most of our artists, ladies, wọ́n ti fi ìlú òyìnbó gba pátá nídìí wọn. So many of them, they lie to them that they are big people. Once you see them in Nigeria, they open their obo for them. Wọ́n á dó wọn dáadáa. By the time they say, okay, I want to get married because I want to fẹ́ ìwé ìlú òyìnbó, they come home. When they come here, they will see that this man is not even a big man. He's just a carer or a concierge or whatsoever they are called. And you think they are rich. It's by the time you come here, you see that, àṣelébùrà àti ẹ̀lọ́ ẹni tó ń fẹ́ mi. Cab driver. And you think, they are big men. That is why most of them, after getting married, you understand, they bring them here. After getting married and they get their papers, they jackpot back. That's our artist. And I'm telling you, so Auntie Queen, how are you? So many of our ladies, my girls in Nigeria, unless if you just want to enjoy yourself, don't be deceived. Any man coming from abroad, mo fi Ọlọ́run búra Àyìndé o, wàláhì tàláhì Àyìndé o, mo wá fi Ọlọ́run búra Àyìndé o. Ẹni máa bá mi dọ̀rọ̀ yìí o, a ní sẹ́ǹsì tó gbọ́ pọ̀. They are liars. Most of them, they have no wọn níṣẹ́ gidi kan. Tó bá níṣẹ́ gidi gan, wo bùkátà ti báyé wọn gẹ́ lóyìnbó. They pay bills like mad. We do 50-50 ni. That is why they can even send you that 20 pound, 30 pound to gbé lójú. We do 50-50 here. Àánú yín ṣe mí, àánú ẹ̀ ló ṣe mí o. Tó jẹ́ kí n bá yín dámọ̀ràn. That is why most of them, you see them, they spend for you. You think it is that big money. It's because they exchange that money. Let them come and live with you in Nigeria. Or you come here and see what we see. Ara yín wá akọ ẹ mọ̀ pé yay, wọ́n ti lù yín jìbìtì òbò. Anyway, that's just that for that. Hey. So Akin Olaiya, this girl will have seen him as a big boy out there, because when they borrow all these clothes, yes, most of these clothes that you see them wearing, they are just for them to influence. Kò sí kọ́bọ̀ lọ́wọ́ wọn. Most of them are influencers. They take these clothes to influence for people. So wọn ò ní owó lọ́wọ́. Aṣọ ńlá kọ́ lèèyàn ńlá lọ́dọ̀ wọn. Àǹtí Queen, you're welcome. Aṣọ ńlá kọ́ lèèyàn ńlá lọ́dọ̀ wọn. They wear all these clothes. They look good. Remember me, Kongo's soul, rest in peace. You remember the way he always acts as a big man. Baba yen, o talaka kuni, may his soul rest in peace. So many of them are like that. I remember that time when I used to act with Kongo, that time he was the big guy in the industry. He will ask us, you have to buy me cigar before I go online. You buy 50 cigar for me. I mean, his soul rest in peace, because that comes out like that. But big man, yeah, ibeye no dey see. Most of all these things they wear. And so most of the things this girl has seen him as a big guy. You understand? Celebrity. And believe me, you see them with Oluomo and Co. It is Oluomo and Co that gives them that money. When they are going to party, Oluomo will give them money to spend. Oh yeah, you work by 500,000. And they must spend that money because they want to be big. And remember, Mr. Olaiya uses cream. The money he uses for cream is too much. Owó láti fún wo gan máa pẹ́. Owó cream. Ask anybody that is bleaching. That is why I've told you, come and buy money down skincare that I'm following for you. It's organic. Believe me, most of these people don't bleach. Go and find out how much they spend on bleaching. Àwa ayé wọn ti làbàstẹ́ṣí. Owó tó ń ná lórí cream o ma easy. Owó tí a fi ń kọ́lé lọ fi ń ra cream o. So most of them spend so much money. Mr. Olaiya, kó tó ra cream tó máa fi pa abẹ́, orí okó ẹ̀, kó tó fi cream pa, èyí tó máa fi pa abẹ́ because gbogbo ẹ̀ máa ń rùn ni. My dear people, it's not easy. It is when this girl got home that she will have seen that, mo ti wọ one chance. Torí owó Olaiya, before kó tó fún ẹ lówó, ó máa yọ owó cream. He will use the money to buy cream. Kò easy.